Hi guys, and welcome back to Beauty Fortified, and welcome to my Best of Makeup 2021, and this is the Drugstore Edition. And this is where I go through everything that I've purchased this year that has really made it into my top drawer. So I've been quite ruthless, and I've only included things in here that I would highly recommend. So I've got everything from foundation to blush to eyeshadow to lipstick, and a couple of things in between. And these are things that I want to share with you that have really impressed me. So starting off with foundation. Now there are only two foundations that impressed me this year, and these were two new purchases obviously. The one was from Catrice, and it's the True Skin Hydrating Foundation. And where I have done reviews on these, I will leave links down below, and I did a review on this and I really was pleasantly surprised. It's a really affordable drugstore foundation, and if you can get your shade, which is not that easy, but if you can, then I do highly recommend it. And this is the foundation that I've got on today, and I'm in the color Warm Olive. So this is a great one, really surprised me. Then another foundation that I haven't actually spoken about on the channel, and this is from She Glam. I've had this a while, and this is their Complexion Pro Long Lasting Breathable Matte Foundation. And I was very impressed with this as well. So it comes in some really quite upmarket packaging. It comes in a black velvet pouch, and it comes in quite a heavy glass bottle as well. And I bought this over the internet, so I really wasn't too confident that I would get the right shade. But I actually did. The shade that I got, it's in the shade Honey, and it really was a great match for my skin. So they do give really good descriptions on their website, and I think that they have increased the shade range. And this is a really excellent breathable matte foundation. It's quite similar to the Estee Lauder Double Wear, so I would highly recommend this one. And then staying with complexion products, onto powders. There's only one that I've really found this year that made it into my top drawer, and that is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation for normal to oily skin. Now it's not to be confused with the other matte and poreless one, which I think is for all skin types, but I saw this one, it said specifically normal to oily skin. The other powder I didn't have much luck with at all. So I tried this. I'm in the shade 230 Natural Buff, and I find that it is just an excellent one. It comes in a compact with a little mirror. It does come with a fluffy applicator, which I do away with. I apply this with a brush, but it really does help with my pores. It helps to smooth my pores, and it also helps with oil control. So I have been reaching for this on a daily basis. Highly recommend it. Absolutely love it. And now on to eye products. Well, I had one real fail this year, which I thought I would just throw in here just to up the ante a little bit. And this is the Catrice Coco palette. I was very excited to try this, and I hadn't tried any Catrice eye palettes before, and unfortunately I was very disappointed both with the application of them, the intensity of the pigment, and with the staying power. So this is one that I wouldn't recommend. But there are two that I tried that have absolutely blown me away, and I have mentioned them both in previous videos, and they're from the Essence range. And Essence came out with these little guys. There are 4 different colorways. So I've got the green one and the mauve one. They also have come out with a blue one, which is gorgeous, and they've come out with a bronzy one, which contains quite a few reds and golds. And these palettes have really impressed me. The packaging is quite basic, but you do get a little mirror in each one, and they come with 6 shades. So you have 3 mattes and 3 shimmers. And really what has impressed me is just the quality of these. It's just astounding. These beat some of my MAC shadows. You know, the metallics, a lot of metallics don't have great staying power. Towards the end of the day, you'll kind of find them, they've all gone up and pooled in your crease area. That's what I find on my eyes. I do have quite oily lids. And with these, at the end of the day, there's still a semblance of eyeshadow on the lid. So that really surprised me with these, and the quality is really fantastic. This is the Mauve one. These are not as metallic as the ones in the green palette, but they just have fantastic staying power and really pigmented and really buttery. And for the money, these were 87 Rand each. Even if you only use 3 out of the 6 shades, it's excellent, excellent value. You just can't go wrong with these. And I don't know what they've done with the formula, but it really is, it just can't be beat. I can't say enough about these. So if you are looking for stocking stuffers or gifts for people, these won't break the bank, and they are just fantastic. Another 2 eye products that I've got from Essence, they are both retractable, long-lasting, waterproof eye pencils, and I've got 2. I bought 2 this year. This one is a bronzy shade. It is called Hot Scorch, and it really is a stunning bronze eyeliner, if you can see it there, and it's what I've got on my eyes today, along with the Dancing Green palette. So that's Hot Scorch. And then the other one is a kind of forest green, and it's called Olive View. Very, very cute. And this one as well is just fantastic quality, and these really stay on. They've really got fantastic longevity, and they're fantastically pigmented as well. So would highly recommend. Then onto mascara. This is not one that I discovered this year, but it is one that I have repurchased this year, and it's by Revlon. It's the So Fierce mascara in black. I love this one. It's got a plastic wand or brush, and I just love most of the Revlon mascaras. This one really gives you length and definition. It's what I've got on my eyes today, and really is a fantastic one. Can't say enough good things about this one. So this is my standout drugstore mascara. Then onto blush, and I have quite a few blushes here that have made it into my top drawer. And the first one is not a new one. It's from Catrice. It's the glowing multicolor blush, and this is in Dolce Vita. And this is a kind of mixture of pink, peach, and highlight. And it really is a stunning, stunning blush. It's what I've got on today. And then another one which I found a couple of months ago, which I didn't know existed. It's a Wet n Wild one. I hadn't seen it in the range before. I don't by any means think it's new. It's probably new to South Africa. And this one is in Nudist Society. And it's a gorgeous peach, and it's got just a tiny hint of shimmer in it. But it's not enough to exacerbate your pores or anything like that. You can only really see it once you've applied the blush. You can just kind of see tiny little bits of shimmer, but it's really not disco ball at all, and it really works well on my skin. I do have enlarged pores, and so as I say, it's a conundrum. It's a matte blush, but it has got just tiny, you'll see the odd bit of a sparkle if you look really closely. But I've been loving this one as well. Really, really beautiful. And then I purchased quite a few blushes from Shane this year just because they were so affordable. And I've got a couple of different, they're all creams, but just a couple of different formats. So this one is in the color Devoted. It comes in quite cute hexagonal packaging, and it has a funny fat doe foot applicator. You just pop a little bit onto your cheeks, and this is a gorgeous corally type color. These blend really beautifully. They are not the best quality, but they've made it into my top drawer because I find that you can really play around with them, and sometimes you just need to add a little bit more. If they do blend away, you just need to top them up a little bit, and really no complaints about them whatsoever. Another one that I got from Shane, and this is called Permanent Vacation, and I remember just loving this name. I think it's just such clever marketing, and it comes in a tube like that, and it's also a little cream blush. It's quite highly pigmented. This is also a kind of corally shade, so I do tend to veer towards the same kind of colorways with these blushes, but they are all slightly different. And this one as well, it just gives you a beautiful kind of sun-kissed color. You can blend it and really share it out, but Permanent Vacation, I mean, the name just says it all. So I've really been enjoying that. And then another two that I've purchased are in a stick format. Gosh, can't see the names. One is called Wild Love, and I really enjoyed this one because it's quite a nudie type blush stick. So that is Wild Love. It's got a little bit of pink in it. And then the other one is Next Dimension. And this one again is a little bit more coral. So that's Next Dimension over there, and that's Wild Love on the other side of it. And I really like these. As I say, they're just such great value for money. I love a stick blush. And again, they're not the best quality in the world, but in terms of value for money, they're really good and just so easy to use as well. So these have found their way into my top drawer. They do come with their own little brush on the end, which you can use in a dire emergency, but I wouldn't use them unless I really, really had to. These apply great with a blush brush. You just apply them and you just blend the blush onto your cheek, and you can really share them out beautifully. Which brings me on to the next thing that I found, and those are the Shane blush brushes. Now, the first time I ordered from Shane, I ordered a couple of the brushes, and I ordered this one, and it's a foundation brush. And let me tell you that this performs better than any of my Real Techniques, any of my MAC foundation blushes put together. This is just such a workhorse. Just the way that it's designed and the angle of the bristles just make it such a cinch to use. And I loved it so much that I went back online and I ordered a whole lot more. And this was under 30 Rand. It was about 26 Rand. And fell in love with it. Thought it was such good value. Ordered a whole lot more. And I might have used the wrong code or got confused with the sizes on the website. But what came was one that was half the size, unfortunately. But this is just as good. And I use these ones for applying cream or powder blush. And they're just fantastic because they can give you quite precise application. You can really get sort of under your jawline and onto the apples of your cheeks, and they are just amazing. And you can also use this for foundation as well. It's just I do prefer this one because it does have a slightly bigger head. But these from Shane, they were all under 30 Rand and absolutely love them. And then finally onto some lip products that have made their way into my top drawer. And I've done a video on these. These are the Wet n Wild, I think they're called long wear lipstick glosses. I will find the correct name and I will link it up above. These are fantastic. They're really excellent quality. They can hold their own next to the MAC Luster lipsticks. They really can. They are sheer and glossy on the lips. I'm wearing one today. But I cannot for the life of me, tell you what color I'm wearing. And that is the problem with these Wet n Wild lipsticks, or problem with the packaging, is that once you've unwrapped them, the name comes off and it's nowhere to be found on the bottom. The writing on the bottom is absolutely minute as well. And hence, it doesn't even tell you what the name of the lipstick is, never mind the color. So I will link everything down below, including the name of the one that I'm wearing. But I swear by these, they don't bleed into lip lines. I think they came in about 9 or 10 shades. I've got 4 of them. I will link my video to these either up above or down below. But these are fantastic for mature lips. They really are very forgiving. They're very flattering. The texture is amazing. They don't have the longest wear time. But for a drugstore product, they are fantastic. They are amazing. So I can definitely recommend those. And then a lip liner that I've got, this no surprise, is also from Essence. And it's a red lip liner. It's also waterproof. It is in the color Cos Nova. And I'm wearing it today with my Wet n Wild lipstick. And this is just a lovely, it's not too bright of a red. It's just a lovely, very flattering red if you are wearing a bright red lipstick and you just want something to help you to prevent feathering of the lipstick, just something to define the lip. This is a really good one, and it was cheap as chips. And then I've got 2 lip glosses. These are also from the Essence range. Their lip glosses come and go. They bring things out. They're limited edition. Essence is the high fashion of makeup. So I tend, if there's something that I really like, I tend to buy it in bulk, and that's why I got my hands on 2 of the eyeshadow palettes, because when I realized that the quality was so good, I just decided to buy them in 2 different colorways. And the same can be said for the lip glosses. So these, they are called the Wet Look lip gloss. They're both from the same range. One is a little pinker than the other. One's a peachy, one's a pink. And I'll see if I can swatch these for you. I'm running out of space here. So these do give you quite a bit of color to your lips, as well as the shine. So they really are quite gorgeous. They're very comfortable to wear. They're not too sticky. So I've swatched them over there. Again, I don't really have names for them. I don't think that the names are on here any longer. And that's my one bugbear about drugstore lip packaging, and even eye packaging in some instances, is the name is often on the packaging itself. So once you've got rid of the packaging, you have no idea what the name of the product is. So that's just one thing that does annoy me about drugstore. But anyway, that is my Drugstore Edition 2021, all the products that have made their way into my top drawer. So guys, let me know if you've tried any of these products, and if any have made their way into your top drawer, if any have become firm favorites. I know that many here have become my firm favorites, so I'd love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Ciao, ciao.